Hello, today I'm making enfrijoladas. It is a Mexican dish with a tortilla dipped in a bean sauce, topped with onions, cheese, cream, and avocado. I hope you like it. Let's start cooking. So the first thing I do to make my enfrijoladas is I get 3 chile de árboles. This is from Chulada, all right? So I get 3 chile de árboles that are dry, all right? This is from Chulada. So I get 3 of these and 1 ancho chile, all right? Then I'm gonna use my Salad Master pan, which is a healthy pan, and I add grapeseed oil. And what I do is I put it in there and I want to saute it, all right? And that's what I'm looking to saute my chilies. And what I'm looking for when I know it's done is this, actually they pop up, they kind of inflate. And when they inflate, that's when it's ready. So while this is going, in the meantime, I'm gonna get my beans. I open a can of pinto beans. Now they could be pinto or they could be black, whatever you desire, all right? My kids like pinto, so I'm gonna open the pinto one, okay? I already washed my can, so it's already good to go. All right. Okay, now I get my blender and I pour water, everything including the water, into my blender, okay? Now, if I need more water, I'll use a can to get more water. Then I'm gonna cut 1 onion and I'm gonna use like 1/4 of it. Now, let's keep this down. So here it is. So I'm gonna let that just toast up. It's supposed to be toasty. All right, now it is inflating, this one, this is not. So I may end up taking these out sooner than this chile ancho. But these, like this one's already kind of ready. Let me get my tongs for this. Okay, I'm gonna pull these out. Pull this one out, and then I'm just gonna wait for this one, okay? In the meantime, I am going to cut maybe 1/4 of an onion. And in fact, before you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna toast this too, why not? So and I'm gonna toast that as well. So can you see what's going on here? Okay, so as you can see, my onions are toasted, so I'm gonna add it to my blender. And my chile ancho, puffed up a little. Just wanna give it a little more. I'll put this in front. Okay, so I'm putting my chilies, my 3 chile de árbol, and then I'm gonna put 1 of my chile anchos. But before that, I'm gonna remove the stem. I don't feel like you wanna eat the stem. Now, if you don't, to make it easier for you, if you don't want to go looking for these chile anchos and all this, you could use chipotle. Like example, you could use chipotle with peppers in adobo sauce. You can use this and just take 1 chile chipotle and add it in there. And you can add maybe a little sauce. It just gives it flavor. So that's what you can do if you don't want to go through what I'm doing, okay? That's another option. So I close this, I turn this off, and we puree it. Okay, now, what I'm looking for is smooth, creamy bean sauce. Let me just see what my consistency is. Okay, now if you don't get it as creamy as this, if you don't have it smooth, because it has to be smooth like this. If you don't, you can always add water or you can add chicken broth. Okay, but I think mine should be okay. All right. So now what this does, it goes back in this pan. All right, see how nice and smooth it is? The onions and the chilies are all pureed. Awesome. Okay. And now we're just gonna warm it up. So the sauce is ready. That wasn't that easy. I will check the seasonings, correct them, see if it needs salt, or maybe I will put chicken bouillon. Okay. Okay, so let me turn it on. All right, so let me move my blender. Don't need that anymore. All right, now see how beautifully smooth that is? So that's gonna warm up, all right? In the meantime, while that's warming up, I am going to start with the tortillas. Now let me wipe this down. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my tortillas. So I get my pan. In fact, I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna move this over. And I'm gonna get my pan. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this pan, I'm gonna put oil in this pan, and I'm gonna fry my tortillas. So let me get some oil. Now this is used oil that I used yesterday for when I did my beans, so I'm going to use the same oil that I actually fried some tortillas with it. So I keep my oil. So while that's going, let me go get my tortillas. Okay, here are my tortillas. This is my cheese. I'm going to get my cheese out of here. Actually, let me put it on a plate. Okay, so here is my cheese. Gonna get that ready. I'll put that there. This is warming up. And I am going to slice a little more onion for my topping of my enfrijolada. Now, enfrijoladas is a very typical Mexican dish. You can use it for, you can eat it during breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can stuff it, you cannot stuff it. You can stuff it with cheese. You can stuff it with chicken. You can stuff it with chorizo, eggs in the morning, scrambled eggs. So it's really a great, great dish. My daughter loves this dish. In fact, she's been asking me for days and days to make it. And so I said, okay, honey, today's the day I'm going to make it for you. So she's a happy girl. So I'm going to slice a little more. Okay. Let me take this out. So I'm just kind of doing ringlets. I like putting ringlets in there. There you go. Like that. Okay. Okay, let me put my tortilla in. Let's see if it's ready to go. Oh, this is an ugly one. Let's see. There's so many tortillas here. And I don't want to fry it like a tostada. I just want to make it pliable. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Pliable. Let me get a plate with the. See? So it doesn't have to be, I'm not looking for tostada for it to be pliable. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So this is the last one. All right, excellent. Now what I'm going to do is move this over. And get my beans going over here. Okay, so these are my beans. All right, now I'm gonna take a test. I'm gonna taste it to see if it needs anything. So let me get a spoon. It's really good, but you know what I'm gonna do? Because I love Nor Suiza, I'm gonna add some Nor Suiza. It's very good. The chilies gave it an excellent taste. Now, it's not spicy at all. All it is, it just gives it flavor. But I did not taste any spice. So, I'm gonna do a little here. Don't wanna overdo it. Because when you overdo the Nor Suiza, then it becomes too salty. So let's try this. All right. It is hot. All right, perfect. I'm glad I didn't add more Nor Suiza because that is perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put my tortillas on this side, my plate. My onions are there. Slice this avocado. Okay, get that going because once I get it done, I need to start moving. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop this out. Okay, and slice it. Okay, let's do it. So, the first thing I do is I get a tortilla and I dunk it. Okay, it's dunked. See that? Get it both sides really well. Okay, then I transfer it to the plate. Oops, all right, I transfer it to the plate. And then what I'll do is I'll add some cheese inside. You don't have to, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add some queso fresco. And then I will make it into like a little burrito. Next, get the other one. So I'm gonna dunk it into the bean sauce. And then I'm going to open it. Gonna take some queso fresco or cotica, whichever you prefer, or even Oaxacan cheese, which I have in the refrigerator. I'm just using this one. And then I put it down there. Okay. Now, I am going to add more sauce. So what I do is I put more sauce. Cover it all. Okay. All right. Let me clean that up. Okay. Okay, next, I will add some onions on top. Onions, the raw onions give it an amazing flavor. I love that. And then I will use crema con sal. If you don't have Mexican cream, you can use sour cream. Okay? So then I just put this